go live on our podcast, which is always fun going live on podcasts. And we are live. That's awesome. All right, guys. Hello, everyone. My name is Sean Symons. Welcome to ClearPropTV. This is episode 71. I can't find our guest, unfortunately, so we just got a couple of people here. We got Nick, Shannon, and Mickey. Flying Flamingo Jade is watching Will Fly PPG take off. So let's go ahead and spotlight him real quick. So that's Will Fly PPG over at Bad Apples, I believe. I'm sure this is Bad Apples. The internet's kind of bad over there, so I don't think that we'll be able to chat with Jade, but we are able to see what's going on. All the other guys are over there.
Is that an ultralight? What is that right there?
Where? Up in the air? I don't know. If you can hear us, you're probably listening to us on your favorite podcasting app. And if you're watching, you're probably watching on ClearPropTV.com. So welcome to the show. Like I said, we don't have a guest, was not able to get up with our guest. Maybe they're all at the fly-in. The rest of the panel's at the fly-in. So we're just going to sit here and talk about paramotors. If you guys want to join us here, it looks like Sharky in the Sky is watching us live on YouTube. So welcome, Sharky in the Sky. You know what I can do? Since we don't really have anything going on, let's go ahead and put the Zoom meeting in the chat. And that way you guys can just jump on and talk paramotors to us. And let's just hang out for about an hour today. Anybody that wants to, go over to ClearPropTV.com, fill out that form, and say, I want a free sticker. And we're going to send you a free sticker. So no spinny wheel of Winnie things. All we're going to do is give away stickers. All you got to do is go to ClearPropTV.com, fill out the form, and get a free sticker. So what do we got going on? Is Jade still doing good? Can we see her, or is she frozen? Shannon, Mickey, Nick?
No, I still see it.
Still see it? Kind of choppy.
Yeah, it's choppy.
So we got the meeting ID in the chat. So if you want to join us on Zoom. And we're just going to be talking about paramotors. So anybody have any paramotor questions? And how's your training going, Shannon, Mickey?
Our training?
Yeah.
You mean manual reading?
Yeah, manual reading. Absolutely. I mean, you gotta read. I mean, you're reading the PPG Bible.
Yes.
We were able to go out and go to the field. So you had a little bit of training, a little bit of learning how to kite. What have you read so far? You said you read 16 pages?
Yeah, I have. I'm sure my dad's gone through it though.
Now, I know that before the show, you said that you were not having, you tried to read it before you met up with me, and you weren't able to really understand what was going on. So
exactly.
What's made the difference right now?
Well, just that one day, that the first day of training with you out in the field. I mean, you just explained a few basic things like the lines and the mullions and the zones, which I have not gotten to that part of the book yet, but just what you explained about the kite with the lead edge versus the trail edge and all that. It really has helped me understand the book a lot better.
That's really good. That's good. Well, let's go over airspace real quick. In the United States, pretty much everywhere, we can fly in two different airspaces. What are the two airspaces we can fly in?
GSL. Am I right?
We can fly in the airspace G.
Yes.
I believe E, right?
And E right above it, right? So where does G start? Hey, Kent, thank you very much. He said, hello, Parafam and donated $20 in our super chat. So thank you, sir. You can go see him at kentstamey.com. kentstamey.com. So G Airspace, where does that start in general?
On the ground.
And where does it go up to?
1,200.
In most of the United States, correct. G is ground or grass. That's easy to remember. And then right above that, we'll say starting at the 1,200 feet, that's E airspace. And E airspace goes from the 1,200 feet all the way up to what?
18,000.
18,000 feet. We say 18,000 feet when it's actually 17,999 feet. But we say 18,000 feet because it's just easier to say that. So pretty much you can launch in G airspace. And what if you are wanting to fly before sunrise? Tyler Vowles, thank you, sir, for the $10 donation. Tyler, Kent, if you want to join us here on Zoom. Zoom. So I'm sorry. Let's say that we wanted to fly before sunrise. Are we able to fly before sunrise?
30 minutes.
No.
What's that?
30 minutes.
Correct. 30 minutes before sunrise if we have what?
A strobe.
If we have a strobe, correct. And that strobe should be able to be seen how far away?
Mile.
How many miles?
That was a guess. Let's say 3.
3 statute miles, correct. And you can fly 30 minutes before sunrise in what airspace?
G.
Can you fly in E airspace? 30 minutes before sunrise?
I don't know the answer to that question.
No, you cannot. You're only allowed to fly in G airspace 30 minutes before sunrise and 30 minutes after sunset if you have a strobe, and the strobe is at least 3 statute miles, or you can see it 3 statute miles. Very good, guys. You guys are knocking this out of the park. Sounds like you got airspace pretty much understood. Now, of course, there are some exceptions. You got C and D airspace that can drop all the way down to the ground. And that is around different types of controlled towers around airports. But we'll get into something like that later. Kent Stamey said that he's at work, so won't be able to. Slow Days is here. Hello, Slow Days. Hey, Slow Days, did you get your package in the mail? I believe that I sent you a package. Tyler, you should have got something. Kent should have got something. Matter of fact, everybody should have got something in the mail. And if you didn't get something in the mail, go to ClearPropTV.com and let us know that you did not get anything in the mail, that you want something. So it looks like we lost our stream from Paramotor Girl at the fly-in. All right. So we talked a little bit about the fly-in before we went live today. Yep, he got it. Good. I'm glad you got it, Tyler. We are going to be going to Bad Apples, which is where everybody is right now. That's why, no one's here. We got 10 people watching right now. 10 people watching here on our podcast because everyone is over at the fly-in, and they said they just don't have very good internet. And even if they did, they're at the fly-in. Why are they going to watch this? But anyway, like I said, if you guys want some free stickers and you haven't got anything in the mail, just go to ClearPropTV.com, fill out the form, say I want some free stickers. No spinning wheel of winning things today. All right, guys. So what other questions do you have? Yay, Mark H said he's got mine. Woohoo. Welcome, Mark H.
What type of tools should I bring to the Bad Apples to put my motor together?
What motor do you have?
Rebel RS, Rebel 2.
Oh, that's right. You're getting a brand new Rebel over there. Now it's a Motor 185, I believe.
Atom 80.
Oh, you got the Atom 80.
Yep.
All right. Well, Viterazzi makes tools that you can buy off their website. It's like a little kit that's just for your motor. And I haven't worked on an Atom 80 before, and I'm assuming that you haven't been around to Atom 80 either.
No, but I've messed with a lot of two-stroke engines before.
Okay. Kent says got his too last week. Woohoo! Hey, anybody that's watching this, have you guys used an Atom 80? What tools do you use on that? Now, on my frame and on Flying Flamingo Jade's back, so we'll spotlight that so you have something to watch while we're chatting about paramotors. What I do is I have 8 millimeter, a 10, and a 13 millimeter that I use. What is that noise?
Sorry, it's my bread maker.
Oh, okay. I'm going to throw you on mute. If you want to talk, just unmute yourself.
Does it make hundreds?
What's that?
Does her bread maker make hundreds?
Hope it makes some Benjamins, that's for sure. So what I do is all the tools that I use for my Motor 185, I actually have a little kit that I put all those tools in. And I bring that whenever I go anywhere. Even if it's across town, like to the airport, I bring that. John Wayne would be the man to ask about the Atom 80. That's true. He's probably at the flying. He's probably flying right now. Like I said, we're down to 6 people watching this. This is the lowest watched podcast I think that we've ever had. Even when we started, I think we had more people watching. But that's no problem. I totally understand. I wish I was over at the flying. I see ppgbrian.com. What's up? What's up? And his puppy, Allie, he's getting so big. And ParamotorGirl.com.
This is a Krista Cupcake. Never trust a skinny chef. Shane's better half.
You still see the puppy.
On screen on the background.
Yeah. Crawling behind a couch. Hey, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but your screen is frozen. All we see is the dog's butt.
Oh, sorry. So I just found out that Kelby Cox is here too. And he just walked past me. Brian Waller was talking to him. So he tried slithering past me because he knew I was on here. So I'll try to get him on too.
All right. Yeah.
So we have Will fly up in the sky. We have Eric Lear is up in the sky. Brian is grounded because he was doing a pre-flight inspection and he found a cracked muffler.
Oh no.
Shane, yeah. So today there was quite a few more people that showed up. Mark McElroy just landed. We'll go over and say hi to Mark, and Mark's dad is here. He's right next to our camper here. Hey, Marky. Say hi to PPG Grandpa's show.
Hey, PPG Grandpa. Hope
Hello,
everybody's having a
guys.
good time.
You guys are live.
Look forward to seeing y'all.
We'll be there Friday.
All right. I'll go back on mute and let you continue.
Okay, you guys can jump on anytime and chat with us. I'm glad that you guys are there.
Well, we had bad rain, wind yesterday. We flew yesterday morning, and then it got really windy, and then it rained. A couple guys went up this morning, and that rained and poured here for a while. And as soon as some of the skies broke, we're just waiting for the one to be daring enough to go up, and then it's been crazy ever since.
I've been watching your weather, and it looks like
but we've got
when I'm there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to be beautiful.
Good, because we heard one of the guys was saying that it's supposed to be cold tomorrow, so we don't know what we're all in for.
Oh, it'll be
But
cold,
it's beautiful
it'll be
right now. It's
flyable.
been in the 80s. Good. So we got people from all over the place. We got Georgia, Florida, Michigan. We're from Wisconsin. Took us 24 hours, pretty much exactly. We did an hour and a half nap coming down, and that was
Wow.
it. I'm not sure who this is.
If you guys are watching,
Oh, that's Eric. That's Eric. That's my husband.
you should know who that is.
Well, he was flying the trike a little while ago, and I was really confused. Sorry, I had too many Moscow mules. That's why I'm not flying.
I hear you. Looks like we got Aaron I in here, Josh Perry. That's ppgjosh.com, by the way. We also got DP in the chat. Welcome, DP. And he is actually known as ppgfootlaunch.com. So make sure you check out his YouTube. If you guys want to join us on Zoom, I just put the meeting ID and passcode. Join us, please. We're only going to be here for about an hour, another 45 minutes. So let's talk paramotors.
Hopefully my
We're-
wing will be back before I go to Bad Apples.
So what happened?
They replaced the panel and they're sending it back now.
Good deal. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got both of my wings. I'm sending them in because they need their 100 to 100 and 300 hour inspection. I need lines put on my Roadster 3. Couple of things fixed on it. My Gen Vantage had a line that got snagged, I think, and the sheathing came off. So I don't want to fly that. Plus, it's been way over 100 hours, so it probably needs its 100-hour maintenance. And right now, I'm going to be flying a large APCO Easy Lift,
Sweet wine.
and it's an A-wing. And that's what I want to put my students on. So that's one of the things I want to talk to Shannon about. She wanted a wing that was safe, but something that would grow with her. I originally thought, well, maybe the Spider would be good. It's a B wing, and it definitely has a long trim
I'll
range.
do dishes. Leave that. Makes my Friday.
What's that? Who's saying that? Who's on?
I think that's DP.
Sorry.
Oh, DP. Do you want to be muted or do you want to join us?
Good. I just had my head up my back end for a moment.
Oh, well, join us if you want to. I mean, you're already here. We want to see your pretty face. Come on.
Yeah, there we go.
There he is. What's up, man? Good to see you, buddy.
There he is.
Now,
Good
when
to see you.
real quick, Shannon,
Yes.
I tried that Easy Lift from APCO. Dude, I fell in love with it. It's an A-wing. It has a long trim range, huge trim range. I was really surprised. It had tip steering. It was stable as can be, but when you grab the tip steering, man, it would carve the sky. So originally I said a Spider, but I'm thinking this might be much better. I'm going to be doing a full review on it, so you'll definitely see what it can do and what it can't do. But man, it is so awesome. Josh Perry said, "Go home, Dad." So David is going to be going to the fly-in, right? You're going to be there also, along with me, Nick. Is that correct, DP? And if you're talking, you're still on mute, by the way. I can read your lips. You should stop swearing. You just
I was
got-
hitting the space bar like it said, and it just wasn't engaging. Yes, we will be at Bad Apples on Saturday
Woo, sweet.
for the day. Josh Perry, I am not drunk. Son, go do your homework.
You're only going for the day, DP?
Yeah, we're driving up on Friday. Gonna stay at a Airbnb and hang out all day Saturday, and then drive back home on Sunday.
Nice.
Can't wait to meet y'all.
Yeah, looking forward to meeting you, man.
Absolutely.
Linda
how far of a
Anderson
drive is
just joined us. Yay! Welcome, Linda.
What do we got? Like 4.5? Yeah, it's like 4.5 hours for us to drive there.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we're just outside of Charleston, South Carolina.
My dad's family's from Somerville.
That's where I live, actually. I just say Charleston because most people know it.
Oh, yeah? That's funny.
Yeah. Wow. So your dad's in Somerville. Small
Yeah,
freaking world.
They used to live in Givans.
Okay. That's good flying territory. Yeah, indeed.
Maybe you can sit in and watch me or even help put together my frame.
Absolutely.
That way you'll know what to do for yours.
Since I'm not flying.
I don't think I will be either.
We'll definitely have to do a video on the unboxing and putting it together.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely. I mean, please, let's do an unboxing and putting it together. I beg of you.
Do you know if this is just an airfield or is this somebody's property?
I believe it's an active airport field runway area.
Oh, there's a plane up on a pole. So,
I mean, I've never been here. Yeah, I mean, good question because I don't know for sure, but I believe it's an airfield with an airport. I'm pretty sure it's an airport, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I've never been there before. Does anybody know for sure?
Yes, it is a small airport.
Okay, good. Kent said I bought the APCO Lift 2EZ. It must be preloaded with a little blue pill because just a little puff of air and then bam, it's up. Oh, I know. It was so awesome. I mean, I got the joke. That was cool. But seriously, it is amazing. We had like almost, nil wind, right? I got it in a reverse position, right? And I pulled it up just for fun to see what would it do. No problem. Wow, that guy came in quick. Did a touch and go. But yeah, it just popped up. And I was like, okay, I'm in love. This is awesome. This is better than the Gin Vantage because the Gin Vantage had a lot of lift. So I went up and flew around with one of my buddies, and that wing, the A wing with the trims out, was leaving everybody in the dust. It was just so amazing. Oh, speaking about leaving someone in the dust, I just got a 3-blade prop in, and I'll be putting that on. So I'm going to check that out and do a review over at the Bad Apples about a 3-blade. I've only flown 2 blades.
They sound so good.
I'm so excited.
Cool sound.
Somebody's doing some big ears.
That would be Skinny Chef Shane, I believe.
Really?
You
Yeah,
need
what-
split A's to do that, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I would, you know what? You think that, pulling those outside A's like that to do big ears would be easy, It's like, okay, I'm just pulling big ears. You really need gloves. It's really amazing how much you have to pull to collapse the wing, to do like a big ears like this, or to do an asymmetric, or try to collapse it in general. It takes a lot of effort to collapse one of these wings.
Do you have to wrap to do that, or are you supposed to wrap them, or just?
You don't want to wrap, but you just want to grab and pull straight down, like when you're doing the big ears. You just pull up, you just reach out to the outside A's and pull them straight down, and then that's the easiest maneuver. As far as like if you want to call it acro, it's the most safest and easiest maneuver to do. And it helps you really drop altitude. I was doing that for Shannon and Mick. You guys saw me pull big ears, and you saw my drop, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So did you see how fast I lost altitude when I pulled the big ears?
Yes.
Did it seem like I couldn't tell? I'd never even asked you, but did it seem like I lost a lot of altitude quick?
Yes, it looked like you were dropping out of the sky.
That is so cool. Yeah, you can lose a lot of altitude, but it's very benign. As soon as you let go, it just immediately inflates, poof, and you just keep on going. Terry Moore dropped us $10 in the super chat. Thank you so much. We appreciate
How do
you.
I get to the super chat?
What you do is you go to ClearPropTV.com.
I did that.
Actually, go to
from YouTube
go to YouTube. So all you have to do is go to
in the chat.
PPG Grandpa and hit enter. And what that does,
I did.
nope, that sends you to the wrong one. Hold on, let me see. Maybe Sean Symons.
Yep.
If you go to SeanSymons.com, let's see if that takes me to it. I think that takes me to the other. Nope, that doesn't do it. What did I do? I've changed everything so much. I'm so sorry, guys. Maybe Paramotor.
Sean Symons on YouTube will get you right here.
Well, I had something going to my YouTube channel, but I think I changed everything over to the PPG zone once we did that, so we get more people to go to PPG zone. But yeah, if you go to youtube.com/Sean Symons.
Yeah, I'm here.
And then you just go to the live stream. You should have a super chat on the right-hand side. PPG Safe said, nice that A-Wing has tip steering. It's not Reflex Wing, is it? I'm thinking that if it has trims, it's Reflex.
Not necessarily.
Oh, who's that? JP.
What's up, man? Sorry I'm late, guys.
You made it. Holy smokes.
Itch, and I had to scratch it. You know how it is.
I believe the reflex is the trailing edge of the wing going up instead of, but I'm not 100% on that either.
Well, if you pull trims and it has a huge trim range and you have to use tip steering, I am pretty on the sure side that that's reflex, because you're putting a lot of your weight on the A's and B's when you let the trims out, and you also have speed bar on the Lift EZ. DP just dropped $10. Thank you very much, DP. We appreciate you. And that is what the reflex is. It's where we have our weight on the A's and B's and not so much on the C's and D's, which changes the angle of attack.
Sorry to just jump in, but
No, please.
pretty sure all paragliding wings have speed bar. That's what they have instead of trimmers. So, yeah.
Well, we can definitely look into that, find out exactly what that is as far as what is reflex on a paramotor wing. What is the difference? To me, I thought it was when we're able to let the trims out and we have the, most of our weight on the A's and B's, and the C's and D's kind of go up in the back. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I know that
think you're right.
Oh, I see Skinny Chef Shane's flag flying.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out a name yet for me.
Wow, that's a nice camper right there.
Yeah.
Got a lot of nice campers there. You guys are just joining us. We are watching Flying Flamingo Jade, or paramotorgirl.com. She's over at the Flying at Bad Apples, and she's doing what she can with what she's got. And I don't think that they have a lot of internet over there. And she's continuing to stream for us what's going on over at the Flying. So we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for doing that. So I just typed in what is reflex on a paramotor wing, and what I got is the method is to allow a portion of the wing near the trailing edge to flutter in high speed, rendering it unaccountable for development of lift, but it's still accountable for drag. So
Mitch G, if you guys do a YouTube search on Mitch G, he does a really good write-up on a Post-it note. It sounds silly, but he actually goes pretty far in depth on what Reflex is and how it works. I think if you just type in Mitch G Reflex explanation or something like that, I remember seeing that a little while back.
it's always nice to have people that do a lot of training videos and talk, about things like that. I just went to his channel. He has almost 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah, Mitch G's he's a big deal. He does a lot of low flying, speed bar flying. I believe he's a helicopter pilot as well in one of the services.
He broke his wrist a while back, right?
Yes.
Okay, I remember saying something about that.
He's like a gravity sort of spokes.
Gravity Dudek dude, right?
Gravity Dudek. Anthony Vela. He's, close with Vela. He's out there in like Utah.
Yeah, I'll have
Southern California, I believe.
some of these guys flying these little tiny wings, like the 20-meter wings and stuff like that, 16-meter wings. I'm like, geez.
Well, keep in mind they're about half our size too, Sean.
What's that?
They're about half our size
That's,
as well.
I guess that's true.
They probably weigh 160, 170. We got 100 pounds on them. Huh. Something like that. Exaggerating to prove a point. But yeah. Who's all in here? I can't see anybody. I'm packing up. It's so quiet.
PPG Safe just joined us. We have 7 people in here. We got you, JP. We got Nick, Shannon, Mickey, DP, Flying Flamingo Jade, which is doing the video right now, and PPG Safe. Who is PPG Safe? What's your...
Hey, that's me. It's my first time here.
We'll be gentle.
Yeah, good.
We'll try to be gentle, right?
Yeah. So I was asking about the Reflex Wing. I looked up on the site. It is a Reflex Wing, that APCO. What caught me by surprise is that you were saying it was an A wing, and I didn't know there was an A wing that was a Reflex Wing. And so I'm actually
what they do is they sell it with like a clamp on the trimmers, I believe, and it's certified A as long as you don't remove that strap. But as soon as you adjust the trimmers, it is no longer an A wing. I believe that's how that works. I know Ozone does something like that.
Yeah, that's how the Mojos come with the trimmers. There's a little mini carabiner in there holding them together.
Yes.
I'd never heard of an A like that. But I'm also looking at the website. I actually don't know if I'm trying to look for its certification. I can't see its certification on there. So it may be a beginner wing that just doesn't have the EN certification, or does it have a different certification?
I know there's a DGAC that's a little bit different from the EN. It's like a European thing. They're all European. I know the manufacturers, it costs a lot of money to certify a wing, and some of the manufacturers just opt not to do it. And that doesn't necessarily make it any less safe. But yeah, take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was just actually researching the difference because EN. So the EN system is rated by like a third party test pilot, usually 2 of them, and it is expensive. And then the DGAC is basically a manufacturer's statement of like load performance and stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha.
And so I was just looking at this wing because I'm still looking at what's all out there, and it'd be awesome if there was an A wing or beginner wing that also had reflex capabilities. So the idea on the reflex wing is that the trailing edge of the wing does need to flare up a little bit to support it in reflex mode when you're on those A's and B's hanging heavy. And that's where I was wondering on this one, just curious about it. If it is an A and you're in an accelerated mode in reflex mode, I wonder if it would be immune to canopy collapses like a lot of reflex spiders are. So that was my line of thinking.
Not immune to collapse. Resistant to. They might advertise it as immune, but that's.
Yeah, I just got this and just opened it up and took it out for a spin, and I was so impressed. Very, very solid. Very similar to a Roadster 3 and a Spider 3 as far as being solid. Pops up just like a Spider 3 does. Very, very light.
What wing are you referencing, Sean?
This is the APCO Lift Easy. And
yeah, I'm just curious, since you mentioned it, I'm just curious about what's out there. And obviously my name is PPG Safe. I'm looking for safe wings to teach people on. So thanks for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for jumping on and talking with us. Absolutely. It's good to chat with paramotor people, which is why we got this podcast to talk paramotors, and from around the world. I mean, we can talk all sorts of stuff from people around the world. I was listening to a podcast. I opened up my Audible and was looking for different books, and I was just decided to search for paramotors, and they had a paramotor podcast from the UK there, and I was listening to that. Matter of fact, one of them, Anthony Vella was on. I was like, okay, I need to search more paramotor or more, paramotor podcasts. So that's pretty cool too. But as far as this APCO Lift EZ, I think they got a Lift EZ and a Lift EZ R. I think the R is racing. Lift EZ is just the beginner one, I believe. I haven't done it. Haven't done the.
There was a really good
yet.
show. I believe David Wolf had the APCO people on their show, and they did a really good in-depth analysis of the different wings that APCO offers, and you might do a search for that one, because they go into how the EZ and EZR, I believe that they just have different risers, and that might be what you're talking about with the trimmers and the reflex and everything. I don't remember exactly all the details of the show, but they do go into a lot of the APCO wings.
Well,
I think they have the owners on.
I was extremely, extremely impressed with how fast it was, the way it carved the sky, how solid it was. I mean, just really, really awesome. I was so impressed. Would like to see, if other people have, there it is. Lift EZ. Oh, they got a Lift EZ 2, Lift 2 EZ, Lift EZ, and Lift EZ R. And they are underneath the beginner. But the Lift EZ goes from the beginner all the way to intermediate. The Lift EZ R beginner all the way over to cross country. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Well, how about I share the screen later on, because we got some really good video right now of the flying. But yeah, from what I see, that the Lift EZ R is a beginner, intermediate, and cross country wing. So that could really grow.
Hey, Will.
With a student, I think. Hey, PPG Safe, what wings have you flown?
Hey.
Oh, I've probably flown a dozen of them so I've got the Mojo Power 2, the BGD Magic motor. I've got a Gravity. Those are all the wings that I'm teaching on. And I've got an Ozone Sirocco 3. Also flying a Mac Para Elon 2, which is a free flight wing. I've been really happy with that, actually. As a non.
You a Sirocco 3?
Yeah.
When did you get that?
I've had that for a year now, about a year.
Nice. Sure it's not a 2?
I don't know. Maybe it is a 2. Whatever the latest one is, maybe it is a 2.
They came out with a 3 like last week.
Oh, well, I guess it's a 2. I've got it for a year then.
I'm hoping that I'll be able to fly, all sorts of motors and wings. When you start off paramotoring, whatever wing that you begin on, you're kind of hooked on that one, and you're kind of biased to that. So when somebody says, "So what kind of wing do you think I should get?" the first thing you think about is the first wing that you got that you really like. So it's really hard to get a good, all-rounded, I guess,
non-biased answer too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, JP, you've flown a bunch of wings, right?
I wouldn't say a bunch. I would say a few. I would say more than one, less than 10.
Okay. Which ones do you think that you like the most, and why?
I'll go real quick. My first wing was a Gen Pegasus, and that is a solid A wing. Solid A. It's as safe as can be. It's a paragliding wing. It has a trim range that's about, I don't know, 2 inches long. It's basically nothing on the trim range, but it is a boat. It's safe. It's slow. It's, you just cruise on it and have nothing to worry about. And it's personally, it's a great wing, but I feel like I outgrew it. A little bit quicker than I would have liked. Not that it's, there's not tons of potential in it, which there is. You can. It's hard to put into words, but I stepped up to a Spider 1 after that, and I really like the Spider 1. I feel like there was more room to stretch my legs on the Spider. And I went way down in the my Pegasus was a 28, my Spider is a 24, and I just get so much more speed and dynamics out of it. I can really carve a little bit better. But with that being said, I feel like I did lose a little bit of passive safety in that jump. So, I feel like the ticket would have been maybe a larger Spider or Roadster. I think that's what Aviator does with a lot of their students after they've got some time on, 15, 20 flights on a Mojo, a solid A-wing. Once you get past, that phase, you can get into a B-wing and still be relatively safe. I think it's still a very, very safe wing. It's got so much more. The tiny bit that you lose in passive safety, I feel like you gain so much in speed and versatility. I can keep up with other guys more. With the Pegasus, I was really just hanging behind, and I couldn't really fly in groups. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So what's your go-to wing then?
That would be my Spider. Yeah, it's as far as all around. I've also flown a Gen Falcon, which is an intermediate advanced, a solid C wing, and you got to be on your game with that. you don't want to be, really caught on that on, a choppy day, because it'll fold up on you, and you got to, which, not that it's any less safe, it's a little less safe, but if you're on it, if you're on your brakes, holding 2 inches of pressure, watching your tips, this and that, but the flight, you lose a little bit of the relaxing flight if that's what you're after. It's just, what are you after in your flight? And everything is give and take in this sport. Everything, what you gain in one column, you lose in another. And yeah.
Well, the question is, I guess, what do you want to do that day? Do you want to go for a cross country? Do you want to carve up the sky locally? How much weight do you want? How much weight do you have? What do you want to, do with it? I mean, are you going to fill up all your tanks to, 5 gallons? You're just going to throw 20 minutes worth in, or, I guess there's a lot of different things. I mean, right now I really like that lift. So easy to inflate, like a couple of steps and I was in the air. I'm like, what? This is nil wind. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Nice. See, now I've never flown an APCO, so I can't say with that, but my go-to out of what I've flown is it's going to be the Roadster Spider. Echo.
I think it was William's phone, so I just muted William. Who else do we have out there? Let's go ahead and do the gallery view so we can see. Wow, we got a lot of people here. I didn't realize how many people we got here. Flying from
Is anyone watching the chat? Who's in the chat?
Let's see, chat. Mark McElroy, John Wayne, Kent Stamey, Josh Perry.
What's up, guys?
JR Paramotor. What's up, JR Paramotor? Terry Moore, Shannon West, which is also in here.
My dudes.
PPG Safe.
In the house.
Walter.
Hey, Linda, what's up?
Eric, PPG Lear. DP.
Fly.
So not a whole bunch. I mean, we only got 50 people watching, but Slow Days is here too. Slow Days and Adam Martin.
Yay.
Aaron I.
Yay.
So, we got a lot of people here. Tyler Vowles was here. He dropped in $10 in the super chat. Kent Stamey's here. He dropped in 10. So real quick, and also DP dropped in 10. Terry Moore dropped in 10. So what we're doing, guys, is we're not going to be doing a spinning wheel of winning things. If you guys want some stickers, some free stickers, we got a whole bunch of new free stickers. Look at all these stickers we got. Stickers. Just go to ClearPropTV.com, fill out that form. Let us know that you want some stickers, and we'll get you some out in the mail before we head on over to Bad Apples.
Hey, show the sticker.
That, John?
What's that?
Show the sticker again.
Yes, I'm going to go Bad Apples. I'll be leaving Thursday night, getting there hopefully sometime Friday morning. And it looks like Friday morning until Sunday afternoon is just going to be beautiful from sun up to sundown.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna do some flying.
Yay.
I'm jealous. You guys,
Hey,
all
guys.
you guys that are going, you gotta for sure post lots of stuff. I gotta live vicariously through you all. So
Yeah, so I want to say hi. We are down here in Bad Apples right now. We got Will down here, Skinny Chef Shane, Sean, you'll be down here. Mark McElroy's down here. It is unbelievable. We drove. It took us 24 hours exactly to get down here.
Oh my God.
It is worth it. We will do this
Holy
again.
moly.
Wow.
So
how's the
Hey,
weather?
that's
yeah, we
commitment.
stopped for an hour and a half for a nap. But
Sounds
it's
like
definitely
something I'm
worth
gonna have
it.
to do.
It is. Yeah, it's phenomenal. So I just wanted to say hi. We're going to get off. Shane's cooking for us tonight. He has a crock pot lasagna. Man, I have not eaten this well in a long time. That guy is a phenomenal chef. So, but I got to tell you, I have met some phenomenal people down here. Everybody has been nice. It is the most welcoming place, and the venue is unbelievable. If
Awesome.
anybody has this on their bucket list, they got to come down. Linda, I got to get you down to at least.
Okay, I know. I'm watching.
I got to
it
get you down
now.
to.
Dang it.
I know. I got to get you to Moonshiners at least.
I
I'm driving
know.
right by. Might as well pick you up.
Absolutely.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, you got to look. I mean, this is all grass, and
Do it,
it's
Linda.
golf course grass. Look at this.
It's
It's unreal.
I know. I'm just like,
I've
oh
played
God.
golf on longer grass, so it is nice. But I'm gonna get off of this because I gotta eat, and it's really good.
Lots of videos,
So-
please. Lots of videos. Post them for
Oh,
us.
you
We
bet.
can watch them.
Take let us see a
drive.
shot of the food if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Oh, you bet. This is
Yeah.
unbelievable. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Let's see.
I love all the baby chicks being born. I've been
Oh
watching
yeah.
those videos.
So Jade
Oh my
Jade
gosh.
Jade
they're
has
so
6
cute.
babies.
Amazing.
So here's our
Shane, what's up,
Hey,
Shane?
Shane.
What's
Shane
up
and
with
his new
that?
bride.
Oh.
Oh, good Lord.
There's Cupcake Krista.
Uh-oh.
Savannah.
People are
Everybody
going to
knows
talk
this
now.
guy.
Brian,
What's
what's up,
up?
dude?
What's up, the
What's up,
Brian?
man?
The Brian.
Hey,
And everybody knows this guy.
Red.
Red.
Hi,
What's up,
Red.
Red?
Aw.
Yeah, Will
told me
flies
4
inside
times.
changing. Oh, he's out there. Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. Will flies out there.
Yeah, what's up,
Is
Eric?
he
We see
flying?
him. We see him.
He's
Backing
got
up
his
his
way out
wing.
there so he can watch the show. But
Hey,
here, this
hey,
is what we're
Shane.
this is what we're having, man. This is crock pot lasagna. Look at this.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
ooh.
Yum.
Oh,
Nice.
phenomenal. And then over here, I think he's got some this barbecue is really cool too.
Oh, is that the new pellet grill?
Oh my God!
Look at that.
Oh,
Garlic
nice.
bread.
Wow.
Is that the new pellet smoker?
Yeah, this is the pellet smoker.
Sweet.
And this thing is
Looks
cool.
amazing,
I think I
guys.
may have to get me one.
Well,
Hey,
I-
Very
Eric.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
James
Eric.
Rock.
Yes.
That niceness is called Southern hospitality.
Southern hospitality.
Southern
right.
Exactly.
Hey, was
Damn
that
right.
JP?
It
Was
is
that
JP.
I heard. Hey, JP.
Yeah.
We got a surprise coming for you, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I hope it's not a
We
PPG
got
bag
a
of
13
Duke.
surprise
still?
coming for JP.
What does that mean?
Hey, that's all they would let me say. So
Okay.
You'll figure it
All
out,
right.
JP.
All right.
you got something to
Sounds
look forward
exciting.
to.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys are having an awesome time. I hope the weather's good.
It just turned good.
Yesterday,
Awesome.
yesterday not so good. Today's awesome.
Not so good.
Awesome time. Check.
Looks like it's
What's
kicking a
that?
little bit behind you. That flag's kicking
Oh
behind
yeah, you see the Skinny Chef Shane flag in the
you.
background?
I do.
Yeah. So
Nice.
pretty.
That's how you find us. There's a Skinny Chef. Not a bad jump for a Skinny Chef, was it?
Not bad
Not bad.
for an old
Save,
bald
save,
dude.
save me a parking
exhausted now.
space.
Yeah, so DP, I heard we'll be seeing you on Saturday. That's
Yeah,
cool.
man. Absolutely.
And anybody else
Man.
is coming down, show up. Come over, come
You
find
guys
us.
have got me. You got me so jealous right now.
Come on, JP.
I know it.
JP, man, it's only like a 20-hour drive. You can do it.
Dude.
Yeah, man. Just do a few
So,
lines.
just-
You won't know the difference, man.
Jump
Do
in
it for
your,
the top.
jump in
All
your
right, guys.
Paramotor and just fly
You guys
there.
take care. Right? Do that too.
Have
Sean,
fun, guys.
we'll
Be
see you
safe.
Saturday, right? Saturday morning?
Friday morning.
Friday? Okay.
Friday.
Hey,
All right,
thanks
great.
for showing the videos. Thanks for showing the
You bet.
videos.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
bet.
It's like we're there.
Absolutely.
Hey, have fun,
All
guys.
right.
Be
You
safe.
guys
All
all
right.
take care.
Yeah, be safe. Shane, you're ugly.
Perfect. He got it in.
Oh my
Barely.
God.
Wow. I
I
am
can't
so
wait.
ready to go there right now. You know what? I think I'm just
Me
going to go
too.
there right now. I'm just going to
Yeah.
turn this off and just go. I mean, they look like they're having way too much fun.
Yes.
Oh, there's JP.
They're going to be all stick in the muds by the time we get there.
I
I'm
Be
so
like, yeah.
tired.
haven't
Yeah,
heard
just-
that in a while. Stick in the mud.
Stick in the mud?
You're a bunch of stick in the mud. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen there.
No.
That's
I
gonna
wonder,
keep
I
going.
wonder how many people are listening to this right now that are actually at Bad Apples or are going to Bad Apples or on their way to Bad Apples. So I suppose, you can always get up with us and let us know what's going on with you by going over to ClearPropTV.com, filling out the form. There's a little place that you can type in whatever you want to at the very bottom where it says Paramotor Jokes. Just tell us what's going on, what you want to talk about, and let us know, what's going on in your life.
I actually wrote a joke, though.
You did?
Yes.
What's the joke?
What goes up and doesn't want to come down?
Paramotor pilot.
Me.
Oh, yeah. So we don't actually have to put a joke in there.
There you go.
I think I figured out my handle too. It's going to be PPG Freedom Girl.
Nice.
Nice.
There you go.
Sean, my wife said you have a voice for radio. Not a face for radio, but a voice for radio.
I think I got a face for radio. But thank you very much. I know who really does is Anthony Vella. That guy, he is smooth.
He's very, very
smooth.
Smoother than the smoothest of the smoothest.
He is. I'm gonna have to.
I like when he talks quiet when he gets in front of the camera.
I know,
Talks
he's
quiet.
so good. Yeah. He's
Now
good. But when he gets
he
crazy,
also has a
watch
really
out.
good radio voice too.
Yeah.
DP, he has the voice. I mean, he has a good voiceover. One of the things that is in the making right now is a paramotor documentary that we are putting together. And go to paramotordocumentary.com, right? And we're putting that together. And I'm thinking that maybe we need DP as the narrator, the voiceover guy. What do you think?
Oh, I can do it. Yeah, my family all tell me that I should have been in voice acting because I can do a lot of impressions and stuff like that. So
Do one.
Do so and so.
I know. Do it one.
I can't do them on command, but
Yes,
no, I could. You give me a script, buddy. I'll have that sucker singing for you.
I don't know about singing, but I guess it could be a
I won't
musical.
be singing.
Yeah, I guess it could be a musical. Yeah, let's just do a musical documentary. That'd be fun.
Couple barrel rolls. Yeah.
Come on, do Sylvester Stallone. Come on.
I don't know any Sylvester Stallone, right?
There you go.
What is it? People
Where's
do
the
what
fake
they want
line?
to
Yo,
do.
Adrian.
Yeah, yo, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian, yeah.
I know that's the first thing I think about. Is Adrian.
I think
People do because they want to do.
That's pretty good.
You could do Joey from Friends.
Oh, I'm not that good looking. I can't do Joey.
Yes, you
How you doing?
can.
How you doing?
He's gotten kind of old looking over the years. He
really went gray, didn't he?
He went gray very quick.
Joey from Friends?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really? Well, hey,
He had his own
That
show, I
happened.
think, called Joey, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he was like super gray in it.
Very, very super great. Deweese just dropped us $10 in the super chat.
Yeah.
Deweese and her husband, I think, won something. You guys should be getting something in the mail if you haven't already got it. So 2 thumbs up for you guys. You know what? I haven't even looked at the chat real quick. I've been talking. What else is going on in the chat? Did I miss anything? JR Paramotor. Hey, Sean. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. If you guys want, you know what? I've been trying out these stickers too. I got some China place to do these stickers, and I got these right here. I got tons of stickers, and I put them on 2 on my car, 4 on my car, and been going through a car wash every day. They don't fare very well going through car washes. So if you get these stickers, don't put them on your car thinking they're going to last a while. They really don't.
Oh.
The one from ClearPropTV.com with Jim, that can go through hell in a handbasket, and it still comes out nice. So we need more from Jim. Jim, are you in here? I know that are you in the chat? I dropped you the link. I said that we're here. I hope that you guys are here. Walter, why are you not in here? Oh, that's right. He said he was on his phone and he can't jump on. You can download Zoom, brother. You can. We don't have a spinning wheel winning things. All you have to do is go to ClearPropTV.com, fill out the form, say, "Hey, I want a sticker," and we're going to send you
From China.
from China sticker. Actually, I found out they're from not Taiwan. Oh shoot, it popped up where they're from, and I thought, oh, Korea. Actually, from Korea. Put mine on my PC desk. Love the stickers. Cool.
North
Mainly
or
Paramotor.
south?
What's that?
Yeah, north or south.
North or south? What?
Korea.
Korea.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's south. I don't think really anything comes from the north except for insanity.
Rocket Man.
The little man with the rocket. Yeah.
Just insanity. Speaking about rockets, did you see the Starlink up in the sky the other day? We saw big long strands of lights in the sky. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like 20 minutes or so of it, and then you look online and everyone's talking about UFOs and stuff. I didn't know what it was. I posted on Facebook and YouTube. What is this? What is this? UFOs? No, it's Elon Musk littering the sky with more satellites. So that'll be pretty interesting to see how that works out.
They have some China space
The
jets.
internet should be better at bad apples with that.
You know what? You know what? That might be true. I wonder if we're going to get like all sorts of 5G everywhere. There's going to be like no spots that doesn't have any internet. That would be cool. Hey, you know what? I almost forgot. I have found this. This is an old MP3 player that I love. I've been listening to.
Oh my
has
gosh.
a 16 gig a chip in it. Thumb drive. You know what I'm talking about. What's that big word I'm talking about?
Memory card.
That big word. Thank you. Memory card. Yeah. And what I did is I put a bunch of the music that I've used in all my videos on here. And I also got these headphones today. So if you guys want a little headphones and MP3 player with a bunch of music that you can use for your videos, let me know and we can do a spin real quick. Or if nobody wants it, then I'll just leave it right here and I'll bring it to Bad Apples and give it to somebody. Anybody want something like that? Or no?
Yeah, put me down for one, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but are those Apple headphones though?
No, they're Dollar Tree headphones.
Oh.
I just want to make sure that you guys didn't use my headphones with my DNA on them.
Ew.
Hey, I said DNA. I didn't say juice or anything. Come on. Now.
Well,
Hey guys, I gotta head out.
What?
Good, all right.
Already?
See ya.
Oh, there.
All right, guys.
Have a good one. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, do you like my lanyard?
Hey, you got it. Good deal.
Yeah, man. It works.
Yeah, we're gonna sign off. We're gonna go eat. We eat dinner really late, but so we're gonna get off here and eat.
What you eating?
Hi, Santa.
We have no idea. See you, Miss Linda.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you in the next beautiful day. We'll go out and fly some kites.
Okay. See ya.
See you, Mickey.
All right. Can't stay
Well,
to
back
send
at
it
the
to me.
ranch.
I'll take some music there, Sean.
Well, it's not music. It's I guess video music that you'd put on your videos for.
I'm trying to get started on it. So
I guess.
Oh, is it like free play music?
It is from Epidemic Sound. I pay $15 a month for unlimited sound. Plus, I kind of made my own stuff with GarageBand, and I have a couple of songs on that. Actually, one of our first theme songs for PPG Grandpa's Paramotor podcast is on there. So,
What was it? What was the theme song?
what was the theme song? I wonder if do I have a copy on here? If I do, I'll play it real quick. But I don't know if I have it on.
March of the Ants.
No. I made it on GarageBand. I made it on GarageBand. Tell you what, let me put this chip in here. God, I sound like an old grandpa when I say.
David, no more sugar for you tonight.
I know.
All right. Let's see.
It's getting closer to the 29th, Linda. That's what the problem is. Can't imagine me. Just think about me in 2 weeks.
Okay. Hey,
All right.
birthday's tomorrow.
Whose birthday?
Mine.
Well, happy birthday, youngin.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Linda.
I've been celebrating for 2.5 days now, so family, everybody. It's been so fun.
Family,
Absolutely
cases
blessed.
of beer, pony kegs.
Did you get my
I
card?
tell you. Oh lordy, yeah.
Did you get my card, Linda?
Oh no, I didn't.
All right, I guess I didn't send it.
Dang, I hate the mail. Just it happens.
Can you guys hear this? Can you hear that?
Yes.
That was one of our first theme songs before we did one of our first theme songs that we did back in season 1 before we did the ClearProp.
You did that on GarageBand?
Yeah.
Well, Triker plays music before his shows, kind of thing.
If I remember, Sean, I have a couple of CDs that a couple of bands I was in, we recorded some CDs. I'll give them to you and you can maybe hack them up and use some of the instrumental
You're
sections.
in a band?
Yeah, I've been in a lot of bands, Linda.
Really?
Yep. I'm playing drums since I was 8 years old.
Do you play all the instruments or just like?
Percussion mainly.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So you could let us use them for videos?
Sure. I'm planning to.
Royalty free?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this for everybody on the podcast or just me?
Sure.
Very cool.
That's
very
cool. Nifty.
It's not Frank Sinatra, I'll tell you that. But
do you have anything that you could play real quick?
I don't think I do.
All right.
I mean, we're on iTunes and Spotify, but
so I wonder if there's some sort of copyright on them through Spotify and all that stuff.
I'll just give you a couple of CDs and you can rip them if you want.
Well, I'd have to have the license if I'm going to put them on YouTube, or else they're going to,
Sure.
yell at me.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what era was it, David? What era?
Oh gosh. One we played, they're both originals. They aren't cover songs or anything like that. So
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I moved to South Carolina, one band out of Kalamazoo, Michigan, and then a band I joined down here in Charleston. We went to Tennessee and cut a record. So yeah,
Very
I mean
cool.
it's kind of a mix of like Chili Peppers and some funk, some rock. Yeah, no jazz or anything like that, but yeah,
there you go.
fun stuff.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey DP, are you gonna bring your kiting wing to Bad Apples?
Actually, I was going to ask that tonight if that is a good idea for me to do, to bring my wing and my harness with me to Bad Apples. I don't know if there's like areas there where people can just go off and do that, or I certainly don't want to do it in front of a lot of people.
It's a big place.
Yeah.
Don't see
I'll bring it. I'll bring it anyway.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why not.
If I get my wing back, I'm going to bring mine. So.
I mean, what do you guys, have you guys heard anything about that as far as like bringing a wing and practicing? I know they say
maybe I'll just call them. And
I know they say,
yeah,
I know they say no training and no solo flights, no first solo flights, but kiting, I think everybody kites out there. I mean, if you're a pilot, you're going to kite. I don't see any reason why you couldn't.
I'll probably give them a call and just ask them, get it right from the horse's mouth. That way I'm not going to tick anybody off.
You couldn't take anybody off.
Oh, trust me. She's in the other room. I keyed.
And
all right. Well, I just found that that page, and I said I was going to share it earlier, but we were watching the fly-in. So let me go ahead and see if I can share this real quick. Share screen, share that, and share. All right, so this is that Lift Easy 2, and you can see that it's a beginner wing. The Lift 2 Easy is just beginner. The Lift Easy, not only is it a beginner, but it goes all the way to the intermediate. Then you got that Lift Easy R, which I think the R said racing. So not only is it a beginner, it's intermediate and also cross country. So I thought that was pretty cool, personally.
What typically makes a wing a cross-country wing? Is it the profile or?
I've never done cross country, but from everything that I've seen, especially like the Icarus race, when they go on the Icarus race, it's like a smaller, more dynamic, faster wing. So I assume, and I may be wrong because I don't fly cross country wings, I think that it's just faster. If anybody in the chat knows what makes, maybe PPG Safe knows what makes a cross country wing a cross country wing.
So on a traditional paragliding wing, a cross country wing, you'll be able to push on the speed bar and not have a high descent rate. So if I'm flying on my, like if I fly on my Sirocco, which is technically advertised as a cross country wing, when I push on that, I actually descend really pretty fast. So I have to bring up my RPMs quite a bit, burn a lot more fuel. But I'm going a lot faster.
Trims out?
My trims, yeah, fully accelerated. I'm burning a lot more gas. So the Sirocco, I'm flying at around about 40 miles per hour, zero wind ground speed, which is pretty fast. It's about 10, 12 miles per hour faster than when it's not accelerated. So if I want to get somewhere, the Sirocco is nice. But on the other hand, I have a cross-country paragliding wing that I recently got, and I'm toying with that because I can push on the speed bar on that, and it's doesn't descend as much, but I still go fast. And that one I'm toying around with because I want to do cross-country where I'm not burning 7-8 liters an hour like I am on my Sirocco, so I can actually go long cross-country on that. So actually, I'm gonna get off here in a few minutes and actually go fly. And my flight tonight's going to be a 30-meter paragliding cross-country wing, but I'm going to try it with an Atom 80, which should just barely get me up and not burn much fuel is the idea. So that's burning 2.6 liters an hour. So that may be the secret weapon for me going farther than I have before.
Interesting. Definitely. What is your YouTube channel? If you want to drop that in the chat so everybody can go there and check it out, please do.
I don't have YouTube videos. That's just not something that I've done. I'm not a video guy. But I think I had to make one to put comments in there. So I have an empty YouTube channel, but no videos. I do keep GPS tracks of my flights. Maybe one of these days I will. I'll start making videos, but that just hasn't been one of my things.
Okay. Well, I just looked on the inspection card, and this is actually a Lift Easy R. It is racing. That's why it's so fast.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really cool as far as like really getting into this wing and seeing what it can do, and seeing if it's with trims in. Don't touch the speed bar, or don't touch the trims or the tip steering. It seems like it's extremely solid, like even more solid than the Spider or the Roadster. The Gin is definitely more carvy, and it oscillates if you don't stay active on it. But it's a fast and lifty wing. This one is fast, it's lifty, and it doesn't oscillate. So this one's pretty cool. I'm digging it so far.
I think what you're saying is when you're accelerated, don't use your brakes, right? Is that what you're saying?
I'm thinking that if you keep the trims in and you don't touch the tip steering, it's pretty much an A wing. You know, as soon as you drop the trims or touch the tip steering or press a speed bar, you're not in the A wing, anymore.
What does it say in the manual about using your normal brakes when you're in fast mode?
I think past neutral, if your trim's out, I would assume that if your trim's out, you stick with your I don't have the manual. I have to look into it. But I assume, and the only wing that I've flown so far where I could be trims all the way out and still use brakes is the Gin Vantage 3. But because of the huge trim range that this thing has, I'm assuming that past your neutral and you're trimmed all the way out, you probably need to use your tip steering. At least I'm not going to try a brake, especially if it's in reflex. That's when it collapses on you.
Yeah, I think it's probably safe to assume that. Just there are a few exceptions out there, like you mentioned.
Absolutely.
PPG safe. My son Josh says that the Atom 80 and that Xeno is Kyle O's go-to, apparently.
Yes, it absolutely is. Yeah.
Hey,
All
John.
right, well, I checked in with Kyle about flying non PPG wings, and he's the one that kind of gave me the push to cross over into the paragliding, kind of faster paragliding world. I'm probably fatter than him, so I'm going to have to run a little bit faster to get airborne, but it should be enough.
That's funny. Tommy Mosley is in the chat. If he can jump on here, he started off with a paragliding wing, mountain wing that he originally flew with his motor, and he got another wing, an actual paramotor wing. I forgot what he got. If you can jump on real quick, Tommy, let us know what you have. He loves his new wing. It's so fast now, so he actually can keep up with people. If you wanted to jump in, we got John Wayne that jumped in. What's up, John Wayne? Are you at the flying? Are you going, or what's up?
I'm hoping to get out of here Thursday, but we had a death in the family, and my kids are here helping us with a bunch of stuff. So I don't know when I'll get out of here exactly, but I'm planning on being there at least Saturday.
Sorry, John.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be there Friday, so I'll see you Saturday. It seems like it's going to be really cool. Walter, I already put the code in here. I'll put it in here again. Tommy said he got the Buzz Z5. Was that the first one? The Buzz Z5 was the first one, Tommy? And now you got something different, or vice versa? Let me know what the first wing that you had and what wing you have now. Which one is the faster wing?
So the Buzz Z5 is the same as basically the same as the Ozone Kona. It just didn't have the trim straps on it. So that was my first wing as well, and a really good wing.
Is the Kona in the $4,000 and above category?
Just right below. It's like 3,800. You're talking about price, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. Wow, it's after 8 o'clock already. Wow.
It's actually 9:16, Sean.
Well, Central. That's after it. Hey, you know what? It's still after 8 o'clock, even where you are.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess Walter's going to jump on for a minute. I'll probably kill the live streams. We only got 16 people watching. So many people are over at the fly-in. I suppose if anybody has any, paramotor questions or statements or anything they want to talk about, we can do that as long as you guys want to. If not, we can call it a day and get some sleep, and maybe we can all get over to the Bad Apples and go flying.
Well, it's only 6:15 here on the West Coast, so I'm gonna climb out of my house and go flying. So I'll report back next week on how the Atom 80 works on that cross country paraglider wing.
Well, good. Do a video and then you can post it here and we can see it live.
It'll be my first, huh?
Yeah.
All right. All right. We'll see you guys.
Cool.
Thanks.
Have a good flight.
Thanks.
Lucky duck. It's dark
So
as
I
can
went-
be over here.
I went on the Parajet website last week, and they've got a section where you can kind of plug in some info, and they'll tell you kind of what the best setup for you is. And I was surprised that with my weight and height, they were basically saying that an Atom 80 was
How much do you weigh?
I'm 210 braided steel. So not just kidding about the braided steel part, but yeah, I'm 210 and 6 feet tall. I don't know what that figures in, but I checked that I was doing recreational flying and not cross country. I don't know if maybe that was the difference. But I was pretty surprised when I saw Atom 80 on there.
Atom
I'm
80,
thinking most.
Atom 80, you can fly an Atom 80 all day long.
Yeah.
You could, with
But
that
yeah,
extra
launch-
power, with the, well, you look at it this way, you know, how much weight can you handle on your leg, right? You know, I mean, what would be easy? You know, a heavier machine that can go faster and get more power, or an Atom 80. So, you know, at the fly-in, there's going to be people that have, you know,
Set
an
up
Atom
for me to
80,
try on.
and I'm sure they'll let you try them on and see what feels right for you. And then you got to think about, you know, a couple things too, like, you know, with the Moser 185, you get a little bit more, you know, power. So maybe it's a couple of steps and you're in the air. Whereas with an 80, you have to run further, but it's lighter on your back.
You know, that's not really true, Sean. I'm gonna stop you there. For what he's talking about, it has more to do with the wing than it does that motor. That when you match the wing with the Atom gets you off the ground in 2 steps. Okay, and I understand what you're saying, and Kyle's a perfect example. Okay, he flies Atom all the time. Kyle won't ever take more than 2 steps, and it's just the wing that makes the difference with that Atom 80. If you match the right wing with that Atom, it'll pick you right straight up because it's got plenty of thrust, but 210 pounds is at the top of the manufacturer's suggestion for weight. You know,
I would imagine.
So I'm gonna go out and fly the Atom 80 right now, and I'm pushing about 230, and it's definitely gonna be a challenge on my climb. But I am
on the climb it is.
I am gonna use a big wing. But last I checked, which was last week, I saw 187 as the highest weight that Parajet recommended. So just double check those numbers. I'll report back. I'm gonna be running really hard and I'm gonna be climbing pretty slow, getting off. I've done it before, but not on this wing. So
You're flying the 30 meter with an Atom 80?
I'm going to, yeah.
Cool.
So we'll see. Maybe I won't get off the ground today, and then I report that I didn't have a flight.
Had a great foot drag, maybe.
All right, I'm gonna really go this time. I just heard you talking about the Atom 80, which is what I'm gonna go fly right now. And I saw last week Parajet was 187 on one of their web pages. So I'm surprised it said you at 210 because that's conflicting information on their website.
Vitarazi puts it at 200.
Oh, really?
That's what Vitarazi says is 200 pounds. But you know, who knows? It's just, I tell you one other factor about the Atom is that 130 prop is very different than the 125. It's easier to take off with the 120. What's that?
Gives a lot more thrust with that other prop. I'm on the 125 prop, so
yeah. The 125 is easier to take off with. Okay, the flying is where the 130 comes in because once you get in the air with the because you will not max out RPMs with the 130 on the Atom. It won't do it. But once you're in the air cruising, your cruise RPMs are way down with the 130. and it spools up really slow, as you can imagine, But
You know what I love about the Atom 80 the most is that it starts first pull every single time.
Every
I've
time.
never
Every
not
time.
had it start first pull.
I know. I just bought my second Atom, and that first one has never not run perfect.
It's relatively quiet too, yes?
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Comparatively to the Moster 185?
Oh, compared to Moster, it's quiet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'm going to go fly. I'll report back next week. See you guys.
All right, later.
Have fun.
I don't know. I really like the Atom. I went to buy the 185, and when I had the phone in my hand to order, I went and ordered another Atom. I like it that much. But
and John, how much do you weigh?
I weigh about 175. So, but I don't have any trouble taking off with it. But like I said, it has more to do with the wing, because my 23 meter universal was very different than the 25.5 universal with the Atom. I can take off the 25.5 just if I want to, with almost no effort at all, even in nil wind. But I don't know.
I know I'll be training on a Mojo 2.
I don't have any trouble taking off with it. But like I said, it has more to do with the wing. Yeah.
All right, who's echoing?
That's weird. Hey, Walter.
What's up, Walter?
Am I echoing?
We're all doing pretty good.
That's good.
We don't have very many people watching because everyone's over at the fly-in. Hank Lynch said do a tandem on that 80. Well, I don't know.
Maybe
Eric
with 2 years that way mine.
Eric Lear said you can't get on the mile high with an Atom 80. And who was it? Wasn't it PPG or Will Fly PPG that tried to get up to
he said
a mile
that,
and he wasn't able to?
That's not true.
No, I mean,
go just as high with Atom as you can that Moster.
Well, I'm just going by what other people said that's flying this, because I haven't flown an 80 yet. And
Well,
I think it was Will Fly PPG tried to get up there with Shane, but just couldn't make it to the mile high.
That's a carburetor adjustment. I've taken mine over mile high 3 different times, and it's slow. It's an Atom. It doesn't climb like that, like the 185 does, but it'll fly right up there with the 185 as far as running goes.
I would love to try an Atom 80 one of these days.
I'm wondering
You might
if
be able to fly mine at the fly-in.
I'll fly mine when I get there.
I don't know if I really want to fly Atom 80. I mean, not now. I mean, maybe if I had a 32 meter wing, I would, more lift. Because
how much you weigh?
Because me all up would be pretty close to 330.
I'd be heavy for the Atom. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Because with my 28 meter wing, well, you know what? Right now with that easy lift, that was the quickest I ever got up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But when I always launch and I go full throttle, and I foot drag. I love foot dragging on my takeoffs. I love coming in for a foot drag to a landing. I mean, I really love to do things, but I also need that extra power too. If I need that extra power, I need to be able to punch on that throttle and go.
The Atom's not really made for that at all.
Right.
It just can't spool up fast enough to do that, even on its best day. You know what I mean?
I just got a 3-bladed prop that I want to try. And I don't know if it's going to be nice enough this week before I go to Bad Apples for me to try it before I get there.
Try it at Bad Apples.
I think I'm going to have to try it over at the Bad Apples. I've heard so many good things about 3 blades, but they've always been kind of a little bit more pricey, because you can get a good Helix, or E-prop for about $300, and then you get a 3 blade, it's almost $500. It's like, oh, that's almost two two props I could buy for
Ooh,
one,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
What are you using right now, Sean?
I had a Helix was my go-to, and I didn't show it, but I was foot dragging some gravel, and I showed a couple people, you don't want to foot drag gravel because kind of gravel like kicks up, and it tore my Helix up completely. Matter of fact, there's still gravel, big chunks of gravel embedded in in it. So that's going to go on my wall. It's like, you know what? I could get it fixed, but I think this one's going to go on the wall and put do not foot drag gravel. You know, one of those things to remind me. Then I found a universal that had all the different type holes for different motors. And I got that from, it's kind of like a Helix. I got it from Vortex Aero. They're selling theirs for like, $299. I'm like, that's cheap. It's cheaper than getting a prop fixed. Usually a prop fix is almost 150 per side, and it's just cheaper to go get a new prop now. So I wanted to try that one. It had some really thin, the outside, the very tip of the prop, very, very thin. And then, of course, I have the E-prop, which is very, very tiny. I mean, that thing spins 1,000,000 miles an hour, but it has some thrust. And this is an E-prop 3-blade that I'm going to be putting on. But my go-to was the Helix, probably because it's lots of thrust. The E-prop, it's good, but it spins up quickly, but not the thrust that I like and need.
It has less thrust, doesn't it?
Yeah. You can
I
definitely tell the
thought
difference.
the same thing on that when I bought one for the Atom. And the very first thing I noticed was it spun up quick, but it just did not have the push.
Yeah.
That the heavy prop had.
Yeah, it's like, where did the push go? Where'd the push?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. This 3-blade is E-prop. It takes the big longer bolts because it has the thicker base.
The hub, yeah.
Yeah. Glad I got that.
Can I just say? Can I just say something?
You can say whatever you want to, Walter. Welcome.
I'm glad to hear you talking about APCO, because I've been talking about APCO for years, but everyone's just realizing how good those wings are. And I'm telling you, they are very well made. I've had an APCO since 2005. Yeah, they're a brilliant wing, and what I see and hear of the Lift Easy and the F1, it's the way to go.
It's hard. It's hard to give a non-bias wing review if you've only flown less than 10 wings. You know what I mean? Because you don't have much to go on. I mean, you got the Ozone, you got the Gins, you got the APCO. I mean, there's so many different types that are out there. And then each manufacturer has different types of wings too. And 28 meter and 28 meter and 28 meter on different manufacturers all fly different.
Yeah. I'm sure they do. One other thing I was going to say, it comes back to our drag racing, which there's no compensation for cubic inches. And I think it's the same in paragliding. John, I know you love your 80s, but you got to admit, if you want to climb, if you want to go up high, you're going to get there a lot quicker with the...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That 185 is much better for everything, really, except for the weight. I mean,
right.
And in my opinion, anyway, reliability. Okay, you can't get more reliable than the Atom 80. I don't even know anybody who's ever had a problem with the Atom 80, unless it was like brand new and something messed up. I've heard of that. And then you get another one, and it turns out to be like all the rest. It's just hard to beat that motor.
Yeah, there has been a few earlier ones that were having trouble with. I don't know whether it was the carby or something's not quite right in those.
Oh, with it icing? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, a lot of guys were playing with tune and this and that because they weren't running right. Now, I always say, because you guys in America, you vary your altitude that your LZ might be at, and I think the tune would be very finicky on the 80 more than the
on the 185. Yeah. Walter, let me tell you about the tuning on the 80, and you just hit something, and this is really important for everybody who's got one. Man, I've been doing two strokes all my life. Okay. And I was amazed when I looked at the factory settings on the Atom 80. Okay. And let me tell you what they did. They had that freeze up problem that everybody was talking about. Okay. That's not what the problem was, but that's what everybody was blaming it on. And what they did is they put an oversized carburetor on it.
Yep.
So now when you check the settings on the Atom 80, the low speed jet by the factory is 1/3 to 1/4 turn out.
Yes. Yeah.
That's almost nothing, buddy. You don't have any play in there at all. I mean, there's just almost nothing to fool with. And that fixed their problem. But man, you talk about it takes forever to get it premium adjusted. And when it does, you just don't want to touch it, you know? And if you're going to go a mile high, that's why I said it was a carburetor issue. You don't have any choice but to turn that below factory setting, which is almost closed on the Atom.
To go high.
To go high, exactly.
Right. Okay. So
you're turning it down to 1/8 of a turn. I mean, that's scary. I don't care who you are, you know.
Yeah, you got to lean in and out. That's
lean it out, and there's not much to lean. You've only got 1/8 of a turn.
No, that's right. But it would be good if you could adjust that as you're going up.
Yeah, well, they do that in Europe when they're racing, but we don't do that here.
Okay. Do you know how they do that with a?
Yeah, you can buy the kit. You can buy a kit with adjusters right under your arm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would really matter on the 80, perhaps more than the 185. But again, the 185, if you can lean that off. I see Viterazzi do the race motor now with fuel injection. Have you seen that?
Yeah, they're coming out with it.
Yeah, I don't know how much dearer it is, but that would be the way to go. You can't compensate for the air.
I'll be willing to bet you that it's only the factory R that's got fuel injection when it comes out.
Yeah, I think that's all at the moment.
It's going to be a pretty penny.
Yeah. Well, the R is a pretty penny to start with, so if you want that extra, I think you'll find it'll be a lot cleaner and it'll give you a lot more torque as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Because it can compensate for the different heights, a different altitude, height of your LZ would matter. Because I know with drag racing, if we don't tune for the what we call air correction, we could be at sea level, but the air's that bad, it could be like at 3,000 feet if it's warm and conditions aren't right. So you've got to tune, and it would be the same, especially with a single cylinder, small motor.
Yeah,
it would be very finicky on their tune. And like you said, it's probably not much, John. A little bit that a 1/16 of a turn or whatever. That would be it.
Yeah, and the Atom only has one ring too, by the way. So if temperatures get above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to lose power at the Atom. It's only got one ring.
Ken Stamey in the chat suggest referring to Kyle O if you have carb issues.
Yeah.
And John too.
Definitely. Well, I mean, for the people
did a video that was in direct contradiction to Viterazzi's claims about adjusting the carburetor. If it doesn't idle down real fast, like it should, if it stays at high idle too long. Yeah. Kyle's video was 180 out from what Viterazzi was telling people. And Kyle was right. Kyle was right. Viderazzi was absolutely wrong, but Viderazzi was claiming that it was too rich if it was doing that, and Kyle was saying just the opposite. And Kyle's right.
You can't make it too rich for down low. Response, you want it as rich as you can.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Any engine, they require fuel to get going. Simple as that.
It's almost impossible to burn it up on the low-speed jet anyway. But
yeah,
but it can be done, okay. But it's not very likely. You know, it's the high-speed jets that'll burn up your motor.
I wish Walter could make it over to Bad Apples this weekend.
Oh, man, yeah. I just love seeing you guys and when you're out and about. And I know the feeling when everyone gets together. It's the same in drag racing. It's a family. And, you know, when we race, it's a different story. You know, you're my competitor, so I want to beat you. But once you stop racing, we're all mates. You know what I mean? There are a few that don't mingle, but most do.
Yeah. You'll have that in every single group like that.
Well, you're competing, you see, but in fly-ins, you're not competing. You shouldn't be competing or trying to be. I've said that before. Don't try and be better than anyone else, because someone will always come and shoot you down. You know, someone will always be better than the next person. Whether it's experience, you know, you can't compete with someone that's done, you know, 20 years, 15 years of flying. John Wayne, how long have you been flying?
I've only been flying about a year and a half.
Oh, is that all?
That's all.
Yeah.
But you've known motors obviously longer than a year.
Oh, I raced snowmobiles since I was a little bitty kid.
Yeah, I was going to say, John, you know yourself, two strokes, when they're cold, they want fuel.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My Rotax, it will not start unless I have full choke. And you just back that choke off slightly, it won't start.
You know something, Walter, that I didn't know anything at all about aviation. And I was really surprised to find out that Rotex was in the aviation business. Because, you know, Rotex, it's made in Austria. And it was the first legitimate two-stroke snowmobile engine made. Okay. Before Rotex and Skidoo, we were running Briggs and Strattons on our snowmobiles with steel tracks.
And when the snow melts, you cut your grass with it, right?
It wouldn't even go walking speed, you know. And it didn't go on the snow; it went through it.
DP, what did you say your weight was?
210 pounds.
175 is mine.
Oh, sorry, I thought he said DP.
Oh, he probably did.
Yeah, 210, Walter.
Yeah, I would go to the.
I'm thinking most are 185.
I would buy a most if I were you. Yeah, that's what I do. But I'm just saying, you could fly an Atom, but there's not that much difference in the weight, guy. I mean, it's not much different.
I don't like the. I've seen some, like, you know, Nick. He's a larger person and tries to fly with a smaller motor, and I'm thinking, man, get yourself a 185. I don't like the climb rate that you see some people, and if
you might need that.
Hey, yeah, well, you know, to get out of trouble, you might see a tree or a power line. I'd want power to get over it.
Do a Shane left turn into some trees, right? And got to climb quick.
Exactly. Yeah. The climb that you can get with a 185 with pulling some brake and gunning at the same time, it's like you're going out. It's really amazing how much power these things have.
Now you're training students. Are you training them on 185s?
We got some that are on 80s and some that are on 185s.
The reason that I asked is because, and I don't even know how this happened, but one of the students about my size, okay, took his first flight with a 185. And I don't remember the wing, but it was probably a 25.5 universal. All right. And when he hit full throttle, he scared me to death with the climb. He swung out in front of that wing. It looked like he was going straight up. You know, you were expecting the wing to just fall behind him. And I remember thinking, man, that looks pretty spooky, you know. Yeah. I've never seen anybody do that, you know, collapse a wing behind them like that on the climb out, but I guess you could.
That's one of the things you got to be careful about, because not only the climb out, but you can also get some riser twist.
Oh yeah, yeah,
so
sure. Yeah.
There's a lot of, there's a lot of practice. I mean, you really got to practice to make sure that, students know how much throttle to give, and, if they are going back. So, I mean, you get them on the A-frame, they run their motor, you can actually, they can actually feel, what it feels like. So it's really amazing how much you can do on the ground before anybody actually goes up in the air.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you're light in weight and you got a 185, it doesn't mean you need full throttle,
Exactly.
Oh no, you don't need throttle.
Your fuel burn would come down if you're not hammering it all the time. That's why I say there's no compensation for cubic inches, because when you got the power, and also with the 185, if it was me, I would go for a bigger cage. The what is it? Is it 287, 285 ratio, John? And then you run the bigger prop.
That's what I've been doing lately, is run the bigger prop. But
yeah,
like I was telling you, the problem with the Atom is it won't quite go to full RPM with that bigger prop.
No. That's why I'm saying the 185. I'm talking about.
The 185. Yeah.
And I've seen Tucker and a few others that have got the higher ratio, and you can swing a bigger prop, but you also need the bigger cage. So long as your machine manufactures with the 150 or whatever they are, I think it's 150.
Anybody know what the Scout is? The Scout looks huge. I know Tucker's not a big guy, but that Scout looks like a big apparatus.
They've got two different size cages, but I don't know what size they are.
Yeah, I'm not sure of that either.
I don't guess I could run a fiberglass or a carbon fiber anything. I'm sure I'd have it broke all to hell.
Why is that?
Oh, I'm always banging my stuff on the ground.
You're not supposed to do that.
I put that 130 prop on this field I'm using out here is growed up real tall. I was cutting grass on my last takeoff.
Wow.
John, you have to do what Harley was talking about, and Dave Crazy about the putting four wheels underneath so he doesn't butt.
Have you thought about doing?
We'll cut the runway.
Can you do like a trike for an Atom 80? Is there a?
I've got one. I haven't got it yet. I ordered it. Yeah.
Is it a universal or what
is
kind
it
of
a tricycle?
is it?
It's made for my Mac Fly. It just bolts on.
Okay.
It's it's my regular foot launch rig. You just put it on 3 wheels.
How much extra weight, John? Do you know?
21 pounds.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I think that universal is only 25-ish pounds too, and I would love to put a little trike or a retracted trike or something on mine too. I think that'd be really fun to play around with.
Yeah, I just bought it for that very reason, just so I could play some.
I want to take my puppies up, and I think it'd be more relaxed if I was in a little trike situation. I flew a couple. I tried trike a couple of times using my friend's trike, and it seems like it's fun, but you need a lot more runway, and you got to make sure that you don't have any oscillations, or else it could tip you over. But I think that a trike might be something I would like to buy or have in the future.
John, what size wing do you have for your 80?
I'm flying a 25.5 right now. I was flying a 23.
And what did you find? What's the difference? Climb rate?
It's just a lot easier to take off and land with the 25.5 for me. That's all.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a little bit slower, but
yeah,
I'm flying a Universal, and that Universal has so much trim in it that, you know, if I let my trims out, it's a completely different wing altogether, you know.
Did you get up to mile high with the 25 or the smaller wing?
I got up with both of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. First time I went up was with the 23.
Yeah.
And I didn't adjust anything, by the way. I climbed to over, well, about 5,500, and I wasn't doing it for any other reason than to just climb. You know, I was a new pilot and I was just playing, but it never stopped climbing. I mean, you know, but I can understand why you might not get up there now that I've had one for so long. If that carburetor's not adjusted correctly, and like I said, it's very finicky to make it get to that optimum. And if you're not in optimum with the Atom, it's not good. You know, it's not running good.
Has anybody flown with something bigger than 185, like maybe the Thor 250 or something like that? One of my friends is a bigger guy, maybe about 350. Just the pilot himself uses, you know, I think it was a 250 and a trike wing or a tandem wing, and when he takes off, I swear it sounds like an airplane.
Yeah. You know Woody?
Woody, which Woody?
The old guy travels all over the country and does all the videos.
Like,
not Woody Gamer Tag.
Not Gamer Tag. Woody.
Winging it, Woody.
I don't remember his name. He travels all over the place. But anyway, I saw him.
Winging it.
Crazy, first of all, I don't know if you know that or not, but I saw him take off in a 25-mile-an-hour wind with a wing that would have flew your truck, and a motor that had to have been at least a 250 or maybe bigger. And he sounded exactly like a twin engine plane taking off. And he scared me to death, buddy. Because I mean, he didn't even take one step, and he was going straight up, and all he was doing was cowboy hollers all the way up. And he was nuts. But he's a cool guy. And you know, the guy that has everybody sign his trailer door. That's the guy.
You see, the 250 is probably water cooled as well.
Oh yeah, that motor he had was water cooled.
Now I've noticed with my Rotax is a 503, which is air cooled, and then you got the 585, which is water cooled. Now the difference is a heck of a lot in static noise. Okay, as I said plenty of time, is when it's air cooled, you get that ringing sound, and that comes from the fins. When they're water cooled, it's got water around the block and the head and everything, and all you hear is the exhaust pulse, and that's what makes it sound almost like an aircraft, because you don't get that ringing sound. And it's still a two-stroke. I was quite surprised myself, and I kicked myself for not buying the 582 for that reason. And that ringing sound is what, if I do an hour and a half flight, a long flight, I get that ringing sound when I come down. You know what I mean? It's still there. And the water-cooled ones don't do that. That's why I like the water-cooled engines. It's a lot better for that resonating sound that you get from the fins.
And the water cool, is it a quieter engine too?
Yes. Because you haven't got those fins, Shane.
No, you're right. I'm Sean.
Yeah. He's a bad apple.
Just call me Grandpa. You'll never have to think Shane or Sean. Just say Grandpa.
Well, when it's you and Sean on, it's like I do say Grandpa sometimes because it's easier for me.
Oh.
Well.
So Dave Perry, how many days have you got? You counting?
Yeah, I've got about 2.5 weeks, Walter.
Awesome, mate.
And every day it gets closer, I get more excited and a little more hard to deal with, probably, if you ask my wife.
I saw your video. I saw your video that you opened up a package. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, hit that bell notification, and like his video because he's going to be posting a bunch of videos, and it's going to be really awesome.
It's a new channel, but it'll get filled up pretty soon, I think.
Is that the sound that only his wife's heard in bed?
It's the one only she has made, but not heard. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that noise came from you, so we'll have to ask your wife what you sound like, I guess.
Like I said, I'm good at impressions, so that was just me doing her.
We don't want to. This is PPG rated here.
Well, on that note, I'm going to take drugs.
What's that?
On that note, I'm going to take drugs.
Well, it's almost 9 o'clock, guys.
Yeah.
We'll probably head on out. We still only had 16 people watching, which is probably everybody here that's on the panel. I appreciate you guys jumping on today. Looks like Nick has a little somebody.
You kidding, Nick?
That's the next pilot right here.
Well, hello. Who are you?
Hi.
Hello.
My name is Shai.
Are you going to be flying soon?
Yeah.
Good. Can't wait to see those videos.
Daddy Dad gonna teach you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Shai flying everything.
He said he wants to fly an airplane.
Fly in an airplane?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're so fun when they're that age, aren't they?
Oh my gosh.
They're not a handful at all. They're just so fun to just have around, and they fill your life with joy. That's for darn sure. Then they grow up, and then they want to be all by themselves, and they don't want anything to do with you. Jeez.
That's when the sadness sets in.
Well,
Awesome,
guys,
folks.
definitely appreciate everyone joining us today. I don't know what happened to our guest. Wasn't able to find our guest. I'm sure it's my fault, so I apologize. Everyone that joined us today, thank you very much for being in the chat. Thank you for joining us here on PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast or ClearPropTV.com, or you can listen to us at paratalk.org or any of your favorite podcasting apps. Maybe one of these days we'll actually be able to do a podcast and be on Audible, just like that other guy from the UK, which I need to get up with because that was really cool because he's talking paramotors too. Anyway, anybody have anything that they want to say? David, Perry, you want to drop your .com again real quick?
ppgfootlaunch.com.
That's a pretty cool .com. Why we say PPG Foot Launch? What's behind that one?
It's appropriate and poignant at the same time because I am an amputee and will be launching technically off of one real foot and one prosthetic. So
it
good
really
idea for PPG Foot Launch. It
really is foot launch. You put the foot in
literal
foot launch. Awesome. Can't wait to see some videos. Can't wait to meet up with you over at Bad Apples in just a couple of days because this week is going to go by really quick. John Wayne, glad you jumped on. Sorry about the death that you had in the family. Hope everything is okay. Sending prayers to you and your family for sure.
Yep.
If you are able to make it to Bad Apples, we'll definitely do a high five, wingtip touch, and all that fun stuff. So any words of wisdom, John, before we head on out?
If you're looking for words of wisdom, you're talking to the wrong fella.
Nah.
Everything's good here. We're doing all right.
Good deal.
Good.
We also got Nick. Nick said he's going to make it to Bad Apples too. Saturday or Friday?
I'll be there Friday.
Friday, good. All right, so we're gonna hang out all day Saturday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday, right?
Yep.
And we're gonna put together a motor and everything.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I might have to just take it up in the air for you just to test it out and make sure it's okay.
Great.
So can't wait to meet up with you, Nick. We also got ppgwalter.com. Even though he's not PPG, he's PPC, but you know, he's our honorary ppgwalter.com. So thank you, Walter, for joining us from Australia. You must have that camera upside down because, you know, we're seeing you right side up.
Yeah, the blood rushes to my head down here. That's why I talk a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I hope it at least comes out the correct end, Walter.
Most of the time.
So funny. And thank you for everyone in the.
I'm jealous of all of you because you're going to Bad Apples this weekend, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, a lot of people are already there, so I'm kind of jealous of them.
You need to get on the other side of the world here sometime, Walter.
Yeah, mate, if it wasn't for the COVID, I probably would be there now, but no.
Well, maybe next year.
Yeah,
next year. Yeah, that's the plan.
Just get a big box. Just get a big box and mail yourself over here. It's probably cheaper than a plane ticket.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, maybe it's not true. I don't know.
No, it's a lot of weight I've got here to pack up.
Hey, we'll do a GoFundMe to get Walter to America. How about that?
You know what? We should do something like that. I'd like to thank everyone that's donated in the super chat tonight. We had Kent Stamey, Tyler Vowles, Terry Moore, DP, Deweese, and we definitely appreciate you. And Bradley Beck just said, thank you for the show, guys. Donated to us. So thank you very much. That's very nice. And remember, everything that you guys donate, we just turn around and it goes back to you guys. It goes back to the hosting and everything else to make this fun. And like I said, if anybody wants to get a free sticker, just go to ClearPropTV.com, fill out that form, say, I want a free sticker. And if you want a free shirt, say, I want a free shirt. I don't know if you'll get it, but put it in whatever you want. I mean, you know, I guess we sent out a bunch of lanyards last week. DP got one, right?
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
I like that.
I got to check my phone here.
That's nice.
My lanyard.
That's really cool because last week we said anybody that wants a lanyard, let us know, and we send everybody a lanyard. Anyways, we definitely appreciate everyone. Let me go through the chat real quick and say thank you for everyone. We got Kent Stamey, DP, Hank Lynch, Deweese again, Mark H, that's PPG Trike Jockey. We didn't have a lot of people. We had a lot of people that kept on talking. A lot of people. So thank you guys. We definitely appreciate you. Tommy Mosley jumped in here. John Wayne is in the chat, but he's also here too, giving us some really good information about the Adam 80. We appreciate you. Josh Perry. Don't forget about Josh Perry. He's the one that puts together ppgzone.com. So remember, if you go to ppgzone.com, make yourself a free profile. And starting in a week or two, everybody that is on ppgzone.com and has a picture profile is going to be in the spinning wheel of winning things automatically. So no one just has to be here. They can just, listen on their favorite podcasting app or just hang out and listen. Never say anything in the chat and you will be in the spinning wheel of winning thing. We also got Jillian Cates, Shannon West, what I saw in there. Was there anybody else? Oh yeah, Mark. What's that?
Maybe I've got to type upside down to get on PPG Zone.
You know what? Just get up with ppgjosh.com. He's the senior engineer that has put together PPG Zone. Get up with him and probably he'll take care of that for you and get you on there. We also had Slow Days in here and Adam Martin, Aaron I. So we had a lot of people, even though we just are kind of just kicking at it about 13 people now. Mm-hmm. So thank you so much. We'll have a better show next week when everybody's back from the fly-ins. Oh, if you want to know more about fly-ins, you can go to flyindirectory.com. Oh, How cool is that? Flyingdirectory.com and see
made
where all the
that?
different. Yeah, how about that? There's a .com for that. So yeah, thank you very much. Subscribe if you haven't. We appreciate you. We'll see you at the fly-in this weekend and back for episode 72 next Monday. And all you guys are welcome to hang with us all the time.
Hey, thank yourself, Sean.
What's that?
My gosh, thank yourself, dude. You do a lot of damn work for all this stuff. So you're thanking everybody else, but shoot, this wouldn't be happening without you.
I do this because I love to talk about paramotors, and there's nobody else around here that wants to talk about paramotors with me personally. So I have to get online and find friends that will talk paramotors with me for hours upon hours. I mean, here it is after 9 o'clock. We started at 6:30 on the pre-show, went live at 7, 8, 9. So this is a 2-hour podcast. It went by like that. So I love it. And I appreciate you, DP. Thank you for saying that. You guys can always get up with me, find me at ppggrandpa.com. Email me if you want to, ppggrandpa@gmail.com. Let me know what you think about this. Go to ClearPropTV.com, fill out that form, and ask for something. We would love to give you something. Look at all these donations we got today. We got to give you guys something, right? We'll see you all at the fly-in. Any words of wisdom from you guys before we head on out?
Yeah, one word, Sean. What makes your show is the fact that you let anybody come on board and have a little bit of a say, which is different to most of the other shows. And I think that's what makes your show, and of course the wheel of spinny things.
It's not like they're really expensive things that we give away, but it really is nice to, if you guys donate something to us, you know what it's for. You know what we're doing. We're turning around and we're doing something fun for you guys. I mean, I wish that we could turn around and give thousands of dollars out to you guys. One of the things that we do want to do is to get disabled veterans in the sky. So one of the things that I'm trying to figure out how we can do this is to be able to get veterans over to my school and be able to fly for free and enjoy it. I mean, you don't even have to be a disabled veteran. If you're just a regular vet, gets out, get your DD-214, but you have PTSD and, you need something to just relax yourself, get up with me, contact me, ppggrandpa@gmail.com. Let me know what's going on and see if we can get you up in the air. I'm sure we can find something. I mean, there's so many great people in this community, and we all can pull together and throw in a couple bucks and help somebody get up in the air. I mean, that's what I love about this community. It's really awesome. I really enjoy it so much. I mean, that's why I am full-time paramotor guy now. That's my name, PPG full-time paramotor guy. No, that's too long.
It'll be a .com.
What's that?
That's the retirement.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. I definitely appreciate you. We're going to kill the live streams, but you guys stay here. We'll still chat a little bit, privately after we leave. If you guys are in the chat and want to hang with us, I will one more time put the meeting ID and passcode. Join us if you want to just join us, for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes of private talking, not on the air. More than welcome to. I'm getting kind of tired, so probably won't be more than 30 minutes. So join us real quick, and we're going to kill the live stream. Thank you again. My name is Sean Symons, PPG Grandpa, and we appreciate you guys so much. See you next week. Actually, see you in Bad Apples. Peace. Okay, that was our audio recording, and now we're going to stop the live stream.